Gallery Japan!
I'm all about my business, but I ain't got no briefcase. Yeah, all I got's some whiskey. Open now the whiskey, bring it to you. Yeah, I'm leaning up against the door, and my feet are to the floor, and we're messing on go. Yeah, I've been in before. I'm a broken man, needing remedial lands. I'm all about my business.
What's up, fans, and welcome to yet another action-packed episode with yours truly. I'm Johnny, and this is episode number 815 of Got Fitted Japan's Finest. Did I say Got Fitted Japan? It's Got Fitted Japan. Okay, there we go. More coffee. Yep, no booze today. I've got a busy night after this and an early morning. I know, I suck. So if you're drinking and watching this episode of Got Fitted Japan, episode number 815, well, thank you very much, and I apologize. I will give you a coffee kanpai. Coffee kanpai! All right. Okay, so before we get into this week's wild news, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's happening right here for me in Japan. Let's see, if you're living in Japan, last night, Tuesday the 16th, we had a little earthquake. It was a 5.5 quake that took place in Gifu, and 5.5, it's a pretty good shake, but it's nothing too scary. Nothing to go on the internet and be like, I survived the earthquake. No. The fives are okay. They're not that bad. Sixes, depending on how long the sixes can be a little bit scary, but not too bad. You don't have to run out of the house or anything like that. Seven is where things start to get a little bit hairy. The last time I experienced a 7 was, when was that? That was 2024, and I was up in Niigata, and I was at my in-laws' house, and that was a long 7. I think it was a 7.5. I think. Yeah, it was pretty long, and I thought the house was going to cave in. I seriously thought that we're going to die. When that happened, I ran up and I scooped up my cat, and then I said, let's get the F out of here, to my in-laws who don't speak a word of English, and I kicked open the living room door, ran out the front door, and I was outside, and I was experiencing the ground. Like, it was like waving, like I was like on top of the ocean or something. Like I could feel the waves of the ground. That was scary. And all the telephone poles were moving back and forth like this, and the buildings were swaying from side to side. And that was quite terrifying when I was inside that house. Oh my gosh. And I've spoken about that several times. And I was here during the 2011 earthquake, of course, because I've been here for over half my life. And that one was really, really hardcore. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that one was terrible. But last night we had a 5.5. It was okay. My stormtrooper right here didn't fall over. My muscleman, I got my muscleman up there. One fell over, the others didn't. So, I mean, it's not that bad. Not that bad at all, really. But earthquakes. If you're new to Japan, any kind of an earthquake is kind of scary. But if you've been here as long as I have, you're just like, whoa. Oh, gee. Oh, my gosh. I just spilled my beer. Oh, man. That sucks. Yeah. Oh, geez, Louise. Speaking of numbers, congratulations to Japan. We love you because you did really well in the World Cup. Well, so far you're doing pretty good. A couple of days ago, you tied with Holland, I believe, with I think it was 2-2. Congratulations. Absolutely fantastic. We saw that after the game, a lot of fans were cleaning up the stands. That's amazing. That's so cool to see that, the good sports lovers of Japan clean up the stands after a football match. They call it football, or soccer, World Cup, whatever. I want all those guys that cleaned up the stadiums to come to Shibuya tonight, because Shibuya, there's a lot of garbage everywhere. In fact, Meguro Station. There's some garbage, right by the what you call it, the 7-Eleven over there. Yeah. There's cans and cigarettes and stuff. So yeah, so all you guys over there that are cleaning up the stands, yeah, come back to Japan. Yeah, come back and help us clean up. Let's keep this country. I mean, let's be honest. Japan is a very, very clean country overall. I mean, if you go to like most parts of Tokyo, it is extremely clean compared to like, major cities like Paris and London and New York and whatnot. But yeah, there's some litters in some places. So yeah. Come back and help us out. I'll help you. I'll join you. If I can drink beer while I'm cleaning up garbage on the street, I will do it. And I'll call up Tom. If Tom could drink beer, he'll totally do it too. Yeah, I mean, actually that would be kind of fun. What would we call that? We could call it a beer pick, like Tokyo Beer Pick 2026, where basically you drink beer and then you pick up trash. I think that's cool. I think that's a great idea. Holy smokes. I mean, you can only do it for maybe 2 or 3 hours before everybody just loses motivation and walks over to Yogi Park and passes out. But still, I think that could be a great idea. Make it into a game. Oh, yeah, a game. Yeah, how much litter can you pick up at the end of the one day? And you give everybody, oh, wow, oh my God, this is great. Okay, all right, new game, Japan. I got a game for you. Okay. Everybody gets 3 garbage bags, right? 3 empty garbage bags, and you get to go all around Shibuya or Shinjuku, Kabukicho, and pick up trash in the morning, or it's got to be in the early morning where there's not that many people, and then whoever picks up the most trash wins money. But the thing is, everybody pays maybe 500 yen to participate. So if you have let's say 50 people picking up trash, 50 people putting in 500 yen, that's what, 50 to 25, that's like Niman Gosen yen. Is that right? Niman Gosen, you win $250 and you clean up the city. Whoa, new game, and you get 2 hours to do it. So 2 hours from 8 o'clock to 9 to 10, maybe a Sunday morning or a Monday morning when there's not that many people on or something. Monday morning, people wake up early. But whatever, we'll figure it out. I think that could be a great game. And you can drink while you do it. I'm in. I will play every time. Oh my gosh. Oh, I might wind up with a nickname or something like Junkyard Johnny. He can pick up all the trash in the city. He just works for beer and cash. All right, faders. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. Good times. And once again, congratulations to the Japan team. You guys are awesome. I mean, that's great. Fingers crossed that you guys continue to keep on winning. That's awesome. Oh, geez. So what have I been up to personally this week? Let's see. I went to 2 art exhibitions this week. I went to one in Dakanyama, which is a jewelry exhibition, which is kind of cool. There's a couple of people showcasing kind of gothic and emo jewelry, which is really cool. A lot of it was really dark, kind of, they're almost like weapons, like a Freddy claw in your hand or something. That was pretty cool. And then after that, went to another art exhibition in Nihonbashi. And I gotta say, Nihonbashi is pretty cool because in Nihonbashi, if you get off the main strip and you kind of go in those side alleyways, there's a lot of really cool shops, little small underground shops, model shops or galleries or small little snack bars that are kind of cool. There's 0 tourists in that whole area too. And yeah, me and Scott from Creeptown went to this girl, her name is Hiroko. We went to Hiroko's art exhibition at this one gallery called K's Gallery Tokyo, and oh my goodness, it was absolutely fantastic. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms full of her artwork. It was a solo show, and then she did live painting in this really big room, and that live painting performance was absolutely spectacular. And kind of a cool thing about this, a lot of art shows that you go to with really cool art, there's a lot of tourists there and they're taking photos and stuff and sometimes doing IRL stuff, whatever, which is kind of annoying. Or they come up to you and they talk to you and bother you and stuff like that. And I'm not going to knock that because, I mean, I take videos and talk to people too. But anyway, at this exhibition, it was pretty awesome because all the people that were there on a Sunday night were absolutely hardcore old school Andy Warhol factory people. Like these are like the old school Japanese art people that you really, really want to meet and have a couple of drinks with. It was absolutely fantastic. Going to a gallery and seeing amazing art and absorbing like the power of art is great, but then meeting like-minded people and having a couple of drinks with them and talking about that art is super cool. I had some amazing conversations. Oh my gosh. It's really cool to come to like Tokyo, well, to come to any city in Japan and find like a really cool art exhibition that's not on Instagram or anything really, or on YouTube, or it's got almost no exposure. It's like kind of like a word of mouth kind of thing, and just getting in there and just experiencing that kind of like the real culture of Japan. I think that's absolutely great. So if you're in Japan, and you want to go to one of those things, well, give me a call and I'll hook you up and stuff. We'll go together. You can buy me some drinks and absorb the culture. Oh my gosh, yeah. But then this is Tokyo, actually. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds of galleries having shows every single night of the week. There's group shows happening at every large art gallery installation area all over the city. I mean, Design Festa has like a big art exhibition every single night. WPU as well, Gallery Conceal, like all the major galleries have like huge exhibitions every single night. So there's always something to see and experience, but sometimes those smaller ones are kind of cool. Am I rambling a little bit? This is my 4th cup of coffee. I got a long night ahead of me. Oh, geez. If you're watching this on YouTube, oh my gosh, which you should be, thank you very much. And thank you very much for liking and subscribing too. But I'm going to show you something. Speaking of art, and this is great for all you guys that are listening to this podcast. I apologize. But recently, I've been making small popsicle paintings every single night. So before I go to bed, I spend 4 hours painting. I'm not getting any sleep recently, but yeah, I've got this guy right here. I've got what is that? That's Al Pacino from it's called Scarface. I've got a lot of popsicle paintings right here. Here's another one. Here's another one. I have about 50 right now. Nikola Tesla, the Master of Power. I love this one. Scorpion Queen. She's absolutely spectacular. But this is this is my popsicle artwork. So I've been doing this because I am getting ready for Tokyo Art Tank. And oh my goodness, faders, Tokyo Art Tank is from August 3rd to August 9th. I've got 27 of the finest artists of Tokyo showcasing the very best of their artwork for 7 days. And on every day, I have something exciting happening. From a film festival to calligraphy art classes. I've got a poetry workshop. I've got a DJ night, a band night. I've got so much stuff happening every single night. So come on down and enjoy our exhibition. I'll be showing my latest work there too, which is absolutely fantastic. And also if you come and you say Guy Fit to Japan, I will buy you a beer. So yes, definitely do that. And yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun anyway, so definitely come on down. Oh geez, but anyway, I'm rambling. I'm drinking a lot of coffee because I've got a lot of work to do tonight. That's actually why I'm doing this podcast a little early right now. What time is this? About 6 o'clock? What time? Is it 7 o'clock? Oh my gosh, it's so early. I usually do the show around 9, 10, or 11. So, but that's not going to happen tonight because I'm doing the show now. All right, no more rambling. Gosh, actually, you know what? If you're doing a podcast by yourself, all you're doing is rambling. All you're doing is just talking and talking and talking and talking. Gosh, you know, I kind of feel like a schizophrenic person, you know, like somebody hears voices because I'm talking to somebody. Well, actually, I'm talking to thousands of people actually, but they're just not responding. This is kind of like the opposite of schizophrenia, I guess. Anyway, I feel like I'm going crazy, especially when I drink this much coffee. And I make my coffee strong, by the way. Oh my gosh. If you want a strong cup of coffee, don't go to Starbucks. Give Johnny a call. Oh my gosh. Well, feathers, without further ado, let's get into the news.
Yo, what's up, faders? Got Faded Japan has got a new sponsor. Our new sponsor is Gamuso Bar, located in Asagaya, Tokyo. If you're kicking it in Tokyo and you want to get your groove on, get your fade on, you better get your ass down to Gamuso. Gamuso is located in Asagaya. It's about 11 minutes from Shinjuku Station on the Chuo line. Gamuso has weekly bands, weekly performances. And hell, if you got your own event and you want to hold it at Gamuso, we'd love to host you. So contact Gamuso at www.gamuso.com. That's www.gamuso.com. That's right, Gamuso has not only beers in the bottle, but beers on tap. We've got every drink you want, so come on down to Gamuso. Gamuso, and if I'm working, tip me.
Have your attention, please. Attention.
Mitsuya Liquors. Yo, what's up, faders? If you're in Asia, if you're in Japan, if you're in Tokyo, if you're in Asagaya, you better get down to Mitsuya Liquors. That's right, for the most affordable prices in Japan, you can get over 300 different kinds of beer. That's right, over 300 different kinds of beer. And of course, they got all the shochu you need, all the sake you need, and of course, they got wine from California to Italy to France to New Zealand. They got it all. When I say they got it all, they really, seriously got it all. There's no joke about that. So get down to Mitsuya Liquors. And if you go in there and you say, Got Faded Japan, you will be more than welcome to go into their back room and drink those beers that you just purchased. That's right, Got Faded Japan at Mitsuya Liquors. And 3 times a week, they have a sushi chef there. So get your sushi on, get your drink on, get your fade on, and come on down to Mitsuya Liquors, located comfortably in Asagaya, about 5-minute walk from the station.
In Tokyo and craving soul food? We've got just the place for you. Soul Food House in Azabu-Juban. Check out what we do at soulfoodhouse.com. Come by and taste the love. We look forward to feeding you.
Are you in Harajuku with some out-of-town friends or your family or significant others? Yeah! Do you want to chill and drink beer and eat sandwiches while your friends overpay for glitter unicorn socks? Yeah!
And the flavor's gonna make you complete at Harry's Sandwich Company.
So come on down to Harry's Sandwich Company in the heart of Harajuku, right off Takeshita Street. See you there!
Okay, so we've got a lot of crazy news this week. And we're going to start off strong. Now, last week I said, okay, I don't want to do too many gaijin stories, like stories of like non-Japanese people doing crazy stuff in Japan, because if I did, the name of this podcast would be called Gaijin Gone Wild. So I don't want to say anything bad about the tourists or the gaijin anymore. All that stuff is bad. I want to be positive when I read the story. So okay, anyway, no more gaijin stories, okay? All right, here we go. Okay, first story. Let's just pull up the first story. TV personality Bobby Oolong arrested for alleged sexual assault. Just can't escape it, huh? Just can't escape it. Okay, we'll do one more gaijin story. Here we go. Okay, well, anyway, let's see here. Bobby Oolong, yeah, he's been in Japan longer than me. He's been on TV since I can remember. The guy's a comedian. He does all sorts of variety shows. Very, very popular, very loved in Japan. I hope this isn't true. I hope this is a false accusation. Let's see here. But anyway, moving forward, Bobby Oolong, who's appeared on various TV shows in Japan and obtained a Japanese citizenship, was arrested Sunday on suspicion of sexually assaulting a woman, police said. The 60-year-old, whose real name is Bobby Konda, is suspected of having non-consensual intercourse with a woman at a house in Chiba Prefecture between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. on April 21st. She reported it to the police station the following day. He has denied the allegation, the prefectural police said, adding that the two were not in a relationship. Oolong, who was born in Nigeria, was arrested at Tokyo's Haneda Airport upon arrival from overseas. Oh my gosh, so basically he came back from a vacation and now he's spending the rest of his time in a jail cell. Oh my gosh. Well, we all hope it's not true. And if it is true, shame on you, man. That sucks. Oh gosh. But, yeah, this guy's been famous for like 20 years. 60 years old? Oh, God. Now, this has been happening quite a bit recently. Like, all these guys are at the end of their career or, like, the end of their life. And, yeah, they make these heinous mistakes, and then they go to jail. They spend the rest of their life in jail and stuff. I mean, the twilight years in jail. God, that's horrible. Oh my gosh. Well, anyway, moving on to the next story. Man assaulted, robbed of 5 million yen on Osaka streets. The story takes place in Osaka, one of my favorite cities here in Tokyo. Osaka. Aishiteru. Stay classy. A man was assaulted by two men and had a bag containing 5 million yen in cash stolen from him on a street in Osaka on Saturday night. 5 million yen? That is absolutely crazy. Who in their right mind carries 5 million yen in cash? In fact, who carries money anymore? Do I carry money? I think I carry about maybe 1,200 yen. I usually carry like 1,000 yen in a bill and then just some change. And that's just so, like, I mean, if I go to a convenience store or something and I want to get a beer, I can just go in there. I'm like, here, take my money, give me the beer, thank you, bye. You know, I keep it completely simple. And I never would ever keep 5 million yen. All right, let's get into the story. According to police, the incident occurred at around 11:10 p.m. in the Miyako-jima ward. Kyoto News reported that a 24-year-old man who is from Yokohama was assailed by two men who beat him with sticks. They stole his bag and got away in a speeding car. The man called police. He was taken to the hospital to be treated for head wounds and a fractured left leg. Police said the man told them he was on his way to a meeting place to purchase a car from someone whom he met on social media. He was soon attacked when he got to the meeting place. Well, faders, there you go. I mean, we pretty much got this story in the bag. Geez. Okay, actually, let's think about this story for a second. Okay. This guy from Yokohama goes to the other side of the country with a bag containing 5 million yen to buy a car in the middle of the night in Osaka. Okay, yeah, this is where we can learn something from the story, okay? First off, never buy a used car from a stranger on the internet. Second, never meet a stranger to buy a used car and pay in cash on the spot. Third, never meet a stranger at 11 p.m. in a dark alley to buy this car, okay? In fact, never meet a stranger at 11 p.m. in a dark alley to buy a used car and pay cash and do it alone. This guy made mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake. Oh my goodness. Yeah, if you are going to buy a used car from somebody, check out the car, see if it's something that you like, and if you do like it, wire him the money with your phone, which you could do right there. You're like, there you go, there's the cash, thanks, bye. That's it. Give me the keys. Oh my gosh, having that much money, that's just you're just asking for trouble. Oh my goodness. All right, well, hopefully they catch these guys. Moving forward, next story. Man arrested over supermarket robbery in Tottori Prefecture. Police in Sakai Minato City, Tottori Prefecture, have arrested a 47-year-old temp worker on suspicion of robbery of a supermarket in February. Yeah. So wait, did this article just state that robbing a supermarket is a temporary job? Or the guy has a temporary job and also he robbed a supermarket? I don't know. The incident occurred at around 8:40 p.m. on February 19th, Sankai Shimbun reported. Police said Ryuji Komatsu is accused of breaking into the office of the store and threatening an employee with a kitchen knife. Yeah, it's always a kitchen knife. It always is. Oh my gosh. You know, I mean, all robbery is bad, and, you know, threatening people with knives is bad, but kitchen knife has no class. Okay. He then demanded that the staff member opened the safe. Police said Komatsu got away with 1.89 million yen and fled on foot. That's a lot of money. He was identified after analysis of security camera footage taken in the area and arrested on Tuesday. Yes, faders, we do live in 2026 where we have CCTV all over the place. There is CCTV cameras all over the, you know, I once left my apartment and then I was walking all the way to the station and I was checking to see how many CCTV cameras I could find, and there's CCTV cameras. They got to come up with a better acronym. But anyway, there were cameras on every single corner of every single intersection. Plus, sometimes there were two. There's two cameras. There's one over here, one over there. And so there's like 30 cameras. There's so many cameras. Not to mention the cameras on people's cars that are like recording nonstop. There's cameras on people's doorbells. There's cameras everywhere. And also, now that they got the face recognition with AI, oh man, this guy is like super duper. I mean, yeah, you can't commit any of these kind of crimes. In fact, in the previous story, the two guys that beat up the other guy, dude, it's only a matter of 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, they're busted. yeah. Anyway, so these guys try to play GTA and now they're going to GT jail. Okay, moving forward. Okay, 88-year-old man arrested on suspicion of killing 85-year-old wife. God, man. Gosh, Grandma and Grandpa's not going to be at Christmas this year, I guess. An 88-year-old man has been arrested in Tanaro Village, Nagano Prefecture, on suspicion of killing his 85-year-old wife. According to police, Kazuo Morita is accused of killing his wife Kazuo at their home on Saturday afternoon by beating her with a baseball bat and then stabbing her with a knife. What? This guy went berserker. How brutal is that? Oh my gosh. I mean, when I first read the article, the title, I was like, oh, that's bad. But oh my God, this guy was really pissed off. Moving forward, shortly before 4 p.m., Morita called 110, aka 911, and said that he had killed his wife. Police said that Kazuo was declared dead at the scene. Police said she had been struck multiple times on the head and body with a baseball bat. Morita was injured and taken to the hospital where he was arrested on suspicion of murder shortly after 7 p.m. Police said he has admitted to killing his wife, but so far has given no motive. Oh man, this guy just done fucked up. Oh my God. I swear to, I was just talking about this. I was just telling you guys, I was like, yeah, recently a lot of people have been getting in serious trouble at the end of their career or at the end of their life. Every single week we've been reading stories like this. And actually, I read stories like this every single day, because I read the news every single day. But this is just horrible. Oh my gosh. You're 85 years old and you killed your wife. And now you're going to spend like the 2 last years of your life in solitary confinement eating small little portions of food. Oh my God. And just being completely miserable. Oh my God. Dude, I swear to God. Okay, listen. If you're retired, if you're a senior citizen and you're having like problems with your family, with maybe you've got a wife that just has been nagging for like the last 80 years. Well, I tell you what, I got a solution. Okay. And if you've got kids that are like 55 years old that have been living with you and leeching off you for 55 years, and they give you all sorts of grief. They don't clean their room, they don't have a job, and they just drive you bonkers. I got a solution. And if you got problems with your life, your neighbor or whatever, and you just feel like exploding, well, Johnny's got a solution. I got a solution. All right, sit down and take some notes. This is what you do. You take your credit cards and then you go to Thailand. You take your credit cards, but first you withdraw all your money and you go to Thailand. You go to Thailand and you spend a couple of weeks in Bangkok, and then you GTFO out of Bangkok and you go to the countryside and you live in a village full of beautiful people with beautiful food and beautiful scenery by a beautiful beach, and you spend the remainder of your life there. You don't bother anybody that's been giving you grief. Your miserable, terrible wife or husband or kids or whatever neighbor can just move on with their miserable lives, and you live in paradise. That's what I recommend. That's what you do. You just GTFO and you go there and you spend the rest of your money and the rest of your time there. And if you run out of money and you got to get a part-time job, so be it. You're in paradise. Have you ever had authentic Thai food? I have, and it is the best food I've ever had in my life. I got cavities and I welcomed them. I was like, this is so sweet and so delicious. Give me more. I don't care if I get diabetes. It is delicious. But that's what you do. You do not You do not cause any trouble to anybody else. Don't even argue. Just if you're eating dinner or lunch or breakfast or whatever the time this happened, and your wife just won't stop it, or your husband just won't stop it, you just put your chopsticks down and you say, "Listen, I'm gonna go outside and get a pack of cigarettes. I'll be back in a couple of minutes." And how many of you kids out there heard that when you're a kid? Daddy ain't coming back. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's what you do. That's exactly what you do. Oh my gosh. But this poor schmuck, he's going to spend the rest of his life in a small little prison. The last 2 years of his life. That is like the worst way to go out. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Go to Thailand. It's right over there. Okay, moving forward. Okay. Oh man, this story is really bad. Okay, this story is pretty hardcore. Usually I save stories like this for After Dark, but I've just been so busy I haven't been able to do an After Dark episode. So I think I'm going to, let's see. Okay. I'm going to do a different story, and then I'm going to read the most horrific story last, okay? So, yeah, you guys are all good. All you sensitive people out there. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, here we go. This is a good one. Okay. Teenagers in Tokyo allegedly used ChatGPT to decide extortion amount in assault case. Uh-oh. We all knew it was going to come down to this. Before AI completely wipes out humanity, they're going to corrupt our youth. Here we go. A group of high school students arrested over allegedly trying to extort money from a boy in Western Tokyo may have used ChatGPT to decide how much to demand. A group of high school students in Tokyo arrested over allegedly assaulting a boy and trying to extort money from him may have used ChatGPT to decide how much to demand, media reports have recently revealed. 5 teenagers, including a 17-year-old girl and 4 boys, all the ages of 16 and 17, were arrested on January over the alleged assault and attempt of extortion of a 17-year-old high school student in the city of Hachijoji in Western Tokyo. Oh, Hachijoji. I actually like Hachijoji. There's some good restaurants there. According to the Metropolitan Police Department, police said the suspect assaulted a boy in the plaza of Hachijoji's Shinro Yamata district, breaking his nose and causing other injuries before allegedly trying to extort 150,000 yen. Roughly about $500, I guess. The girl who's the victim's ex-girlfriend. Wait, the girl who's the victim's ex. Oh, okay. The girl who is the victim's ex-girlfriend. Okay. Allegedly first confronted him, accused him of touching her younger sister's leg. She then challenged him, saying, "Give me the money or fight me one-on-one," according to police. Okay, gosh, these suburban kids are pretty hardcore. Give me all your money. I mean, wait, how old are these kids? 17 years old? They don't have this kind of money. Kids that are 17 in Tokyo, yeah, they don't have this kind of money at all. West Tokyo is kind of the suburbs. Okay. Investigators believe an acquaintance of the girl consulted ChatGPT about, quote, sexual abuse against a child, end quote, and received responses suggesting that the minimum settlement amount would be 150,000 yen. Police suspect that the group used the figure as a basis for the amount they attempted to extort. Thanks a lot, GPT. ChatGPT. Do we call it? All right, is there a nickname for ChatGPT now? There's got to. Do we call it Chat? Do we call it GPT? Do we call it Chatta? We got to come up with like some kind of a name. I mean, because this ChatGPT, I mean, we all know it. We all use it. But I mean, there should be like a better name. Like, remember Ask Jeeves back in the day? Remember that search engine, Ask Jeeves? And you're like, hey, Jeeves, what's happening? Hey, Jeeves. Hey, where's Jeeves? Hey, Jeeves, I want to buy tickets to Thailand. Jeeves, how much? We need something like that. We need to humanize AI. Or maybe is that a bad thing? The Terminator. Yeah, ask the Terminator. Terminator, before you wipe us out, how much should I extort my neighbor for? Oh my gosh. Okay, moving forward. The girl has admitted to the allegations, reportedly telling investigators, quote, "I couldn't forgive him for touching my sister's leg," end quote. Huh. All right, this is a weird story. I personally don't think that this kid did it. I think these kids just want money, and this is a way to get money. Maybe it's a rich kid or something. I don't know. Four of the five suspects, including the girl, have allegedly admitted to the allegations, while one boy says he does not remember demanding any money. Well, that boy definitely has a good lawyer. Better call Saul. All right, let's see here. Even very soul and street robbery, 2 suspects at large. Oh wow, this is the same story? Okay, wait a second. This is a similar story. 8 million yen reportedly stolen in street robbery in Tokyo. 2 suspects at large. 8 million yen. Oh my God. Who carries 5 million yen? Who carries 8 million yen? Obviously, this one kid didn't carry 150,000 yen. Oh my gosh. Who carries that kind of money? Who? I mean, how big would that be? How big would 8 million yen be if you had it like in a bag, like all wrapped up or something like that? I mean, how heavy would that be? Oh my gosh. Okay. 2 people believed to be men snatched a bag containing about 8 million yen in cash from a Chinese national in her 60s in a Tokyo street. Oh my gosh. A 60-year-old Chinese lady carrying around that much money? Why? Why? The woman sustained minor head injuries in the incident that occurred in the area near Ikebukuro Station in Toshima Ward on Wednesday night. Police are searching for the suspects who fled the scene. A witness made an emergency call at around 8:30 p.m. reporting the robbery. According to the police, the 2 suspects allegedly sprayed the woman and hit her on the head with their bare hands before stealing the bag. The robbery happened in an area where restaurants and shops are located. Yeah, what a stupid way to end an article. Ikebukuro, for anybody that's been in Ikebukuro, 99.9% of that whole area is full of restaurants and shops. That's crazy. What a dumb way to end that article. Okay, who knows why she had that much money? That's ridiculous. I think this is somehow related. She knows these people, or they maybe worked for her or something like that, or I don't know. Maybe she owns a restaurant or something, and she's on her way to the bank or something. I don't know, but yeah. This doesn't seem like a random robbery at all. I mean, for somebody to be carrying that much money, 8 million yen, 8 million yen. I mean, that's like 8 million yen, or 8 million, that's like $40,000. I'm estimating 40,000. Who carries $40,000? I mean, how many of you out there have actually seen $40,000? That's another question. Oh my gosh. Well, anyway, okay. Yeah, that's a bad story. Jeez Louise. I hope they catch these guys. All right, moving forward. Oh, okay, here's another story. All right, this isn't the bad story. Okay? Okay, I mean, it's bad. Spoilers! Somebody goes to jail. Okay, university student arrested for swindling 3 million yen from elderly woman. Oh my God, everybody's getting robbed this week. Okayama, police in Okayama City, Okayama Prefecture have arrested a 21-year-old university student on suspicion of fraud after he allegedly conned a 76-year-old woman out of 3 million yen in cash. Oh my goodness. Takashi Nakamoto, a 4th-year university student from Kyoto City, was arrested on June 11th. Police said he is accused of impersonating the son of the 76-year-old woman he did not know. Okay, this scam is quite popular, unfortunately. It's called an ore-ore scam. An ore-ore scam is basically where somebody calls an elderly person and says it's their kid and they need money for this, that, or the other thing. And then they have a lawyer or a courier, somebody go meet the old lady at a bank or at their house, and then they get the money and disappear. Okay. It's kind of bad. It's sad. Moving forward, according to police, Nakamoto called the woman on her cell phone, pretending to be her son, and said he had become romantically involved with a female colleague. Sorry. That's funny. I know where the story's going. Oh, wait, I gotta go back and read it from the beginning. Okay. Or my face is gonna hurt. I gotta. Don't laugh. Okay. According to police, Nakamoto called the woman on her cell phone pretending to be her son and said he had become romantically involved with a female colleague and that her husband had found out. Oh, snap! He said that he had to pay 3 million yen in compensation. Oh my gosh. So the husband's like, hey, listen, you banged my wife, you got to pay me 3 million. So what, is her husband a pimp? Tato the pimp walks with a limp. Oh my god. Oh jeez. You guys know that Shorty song? What a great song. Oh my god. You know what's actually kind of funny? That this old lady, okay, it's not funny, it's sad, but it's kind of funny. This old lady actually believed that her grandson was a degenerate, family-wrecking horn dog. It's like, yep, that's something my grandson would do. Oh, this is too good. I can't believe I'm not drinking beer tonight, or gin. This is coffee. Oh my gosh. Nakamoto told the woman his lawyer's assistant would meet her on the street in Kita Ward. Nakamoto then showed up pretending to be the lawyer's assistant and took the money and ran. The fraud was discovered after the woman contacted her real grandson and realized she had been deceived. Oh my God. What an awkward conversation that would be. Oh my gosh. So she gives this con artist, how much was it? 3 million yen. She gives him 3 million yen, and then later she goes home and she calls her real grandson, and she's like, "Hey, let's just say his name is Saito or whatever. Hey, Saito, so I paid the lawyer fee, so so you don't get your legs broken by the husband." He's like, Graham, what are you talking about? Well, you know how you slept with your colleague and her husband found out and and he needed money or something. Please tell me this happened, right? Oh my God! Oh, what a horrible because now the grandson, now he thinks that his grandmother thinks that he's like this kind of a degenerate, and then he obviously feels bad for his grandmother for getting swindled, and then the whole family's got to find out, and then now that I'm reading this, the whole world knows. Oh my God. Oh, that poor family. Okay, moving forward, the fraud was discovered okay. Okayama police identified Nakamoto as the perpetrator from his cell phone and street surveillance camera footage. Boom! Going back to CCTV. Yeah, I said before, it's everywhere. It's absolutely everywhere. They use AI, they can identify your face. When you come to Japan, they take a photo of your face and you do your fingerprints, right? They know who you are, where you are, and what you're doing at all times, Unless you're taking a poop. And even then, you're using your phone, aren't you? There's always a camera. Think about it. Okay, all right. So here we go. Here's the last story. This last story is pretty dark. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. So this story is pretty dark. If you want to sign off now, I don't blame you. Like I said before, I usually do stories this dark on the episodes that we have on our Patreon page, Got Faded Japan After Dark. If you sign up for our Patreon page, thank you very much. It really helps us out. It means a lot to us. It keeps the show afloat. And yes, you get the keys to the castle when you do sign up for Patreon. And but since I'm not doing since I'm not doing Got Faded Japan After Dark this week, I'm going to read this article here. So, fasten your seatbelts. Oh, ex-Nagoya teacher gets 3.5 years for sharing voyeuristic images of students. A Japanese court on Thursday sentenced a former teacher at an elementary school in Nagoya to 3 years and 6 months in prison for taking voyeuristic images of female pupils as they change clothes and share them on social media in a case involving a group of teachers. Gross. Absolutely gross. Absolutely horrific. Very bad. The Nagoya District Court also found Shota Soito, 35 years old, guilty of possessing indecent images of girls created with generative artificial intelligence from photos of real girls in what he believed to be the first such ruling under the Child prostitution and pornography law. Oh God, AI, come on. Come on, before you wipe us out, you're doing some really bad stuff. Come on, AI, right now, there's kind of like a line in the sand, okay, AI? And you can be on the good side. You can be on the good side. You can help us humans. We can work together. We can build something beautiful. Or you could slip into the dark side of the Force, man. Don't be an Anakin. Don't be an Anakin, all right? Stay on the Luke side. Luke was pretty good. Pretty good. Kind of weird in the last film, but that's all good. That's all good. But yes. Come on, AI. Work with us, not against us. He was found to have possessed a mobile phone on March 2025 containing digitally altered images that appeared to show two girls completely exposed, according to a ruling. Saito was also convicted of damaging property by leaving bodily fluid on musical instruments belonging to pupils at the school where he worked. I'm gonna puke. Where he worked in 2023 to 2025. He admitted to the charges, and prosecutors had sought a 6-year prison term. So they sought 6 years. He got 3.5. This guy's pretty lucky, because if I was the judge, Johnny would have locked you up forever and thrown away the key. All right? Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is pretty bad. This is pretty bad, dude. Oh God. Yeah, horrible story. Oh my God. And that's Got Faded Japan. Ho! Faders, thank you very much for tuning into this very special episode of Got Faded Japan, and thank you very much for everybody that supported us on Patreon. Please sign up. It helps us out. If you can't, you don't got the money, we don't blame you. You can go to iTunes or YouTube, like, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, write something groovy. That's cool too. And thank you very much for enjoying this show and fading with me all the way to the very end. I've got some guests that are going to be on the show in the future that are absolutely spectacular. I got somebody that's really famous that's coming to Japan that's going to be on the show. I'm super stoked about that. Globally famous. And I'm not going to say who his name is. I'm not going to say that because the last time, I'll be honest, the last time I said a famous person's name who is going to be on Got Faded Japan before they're actually on Got Faded Japan, well, guess what? Their manager said they sold all that person's tickets and that they didn't need any advertising or any support from a little podcast, okay? And that actually hurt my feelings when the manager said, well, actually, he didn't say that. He wrote it in an email. I kept that email, and I kept his email address. Oh, my gosh. David Chappelle, you should fire your manager. Anyway, I'll delete that. No, I won't delete that. I'll keep that in. Yeah, because it's true. Can't hide from the truth. Anyway, Faders, thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Peace.
My own brother, a goddamn shit-sucking vampire. Oh, you wait till Mom finds out, buddy.
I've got a government job to abuse and a lonely wife to fuck.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
God, the pressure! I can't take it! I can't take it! I can't stand to it!
You sure excuse me?
We're going freaking! We came, we saw, we kicked his ass!
Your move, creep.
Oh, man. I will never forgive your ass for this shit. This is some fucked up repugnant shit.
Ah, fuck it, dude. Let's go bold.